are you all my personal dreams?
Welcome to my life adventures. I'm the one and only Monica the Spirit Queen. I'm a professional psychic medium and a paranormal investigator. My crew and I lurk in the shadows at night, hunting spirits and demons. I do readings, break black magic spells, travel, expose fake psychics, and have clients from around the world. I'm no nonsense when it comes to respect and honesty. I have a crazy busy life, but I love it. My family keeps me going with their love and support. I will never give up, no matter what demons I have to face. Hey guys, guess what? Before I get into this video right now, I just wanted to let you guys know that my last video before this one actually triggered some bimbo's nerves. And it's so fun because you want to talk shit, you want to be a hater, and then you can't handle the truth when you get exposed. So that is pretty much what has been going on. You know, talking shit about me or sending me an email talking shit about me or to me. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't bother me. You know why? Because a lot of times, like I said before, I don't get those emails anyway. My staff members do. And then what is not relevant for me, they just delete it. So I don't give a fuck. But I do want to talk about a serious topic. Back in 2015, October 31st, my family and I had witnessed a very tragic accident. And I hope you guys can hear me. I'm outside and there's a lot of cars over there. And I'm going to get into details about that. But before I do, when you guys get in your vehicles or even get on a motorcycle, please be careful the way you guys are driving. I cringe when I see motorcycle. Like, I absolutely love bikes. I love motorcycles. In fact, a couple years ago, I bought a motorcycle for my husband after this accident we witnessed. I had him sell it. So like I said, back in 2015 October, Halloween, we went to Angeles Crest in California. You guys can look it up. It's so beautiful over there, and there's a lot of campgrounds. We decided, you know, we want to take the kids camping. They've never been camping before, so we said let's go. We went there for a couple of days before Halloween, had a blast. It was a lot of fun and my kids enjoyed it. We had a big tent that fit about 6-7 people. It was just nice to see like my kids out there camping. It was really nice. Unfortunately, the trip did not end very well when we were coming back. What happened was we were driving. Now, those who have been to Angeles Crest, you guys can even look it up and Google it. It's like a windy road going up and a windy road going down, but there's only 2 lanes. There's 1 lane going up and 1 lane going down. It's very narrow. I mean, we are in the mountains. It's very beautiful. There's a lot of people on motorcycles that go there just, you know, for the scenery, just to go up and down the mountains. I mean, it's awesome. It's also dangerous because that highway is, I call it a highway, or we call it a highway. It's very haunted, and I'll tell you why. I don't know the whole backstory of when it actually started, but when I was doing my research on this place, I noticed, holy fuck, don't sneak up on me like that.
I was trying to be as loud as I could without being loud on the camera.
I almost shot you.
What do you think about for the birds? Think they'll make a nest out of that?
Yeah, I think they'll like it. Huh, don't ever sneak up on me. I was like, what the fuck? There is a history of a lot of accidents over there, and mainly they're motorcycle accidents. Another motorcyclist got into a head-on collision with a vehicle in January of this year. We were driving. We still had about, I would say about 15-20 miles to get to the bottom. Now, where we were at, the higher you go, elevation, you start losing cell phone service. We lost cell phone service. We couldn't call anybody. But we're going down, and it was kind of nice, you know, for a couple of days. I didn't have to use my phone. I didn't have to go online. I didn't have to talk to anybody. I spent with my family that beautiful time. It was magical. I loved it. It was amazing. But that morning we were coming down, and we were getting ready for Halloween to get my kids dressed up for that evening so they could go trick-or-treating. So about 2-3 minutes later, we hear this loud motorcycle hauling ass behind me. I mean, we heard the bike before we saw it. And I looked in my rearview mirror and he's hauling ass. And like literally this guy's whole life flashed
in front of my eyes. I started freaking out, like I started panicking, and I looked over at my husband and I said, this guy is not gonna make it. He's gonna crash and he's gonna die. And my husband said, don't say that. And I said, I see it happening. If he doesn't slow down, he's gone. Because now this motorcycle is in my ass. I mean, he's hauling ass. He's coming closer and closer to my car. And I just don't want him to not be able to control, to slow down. And he's gonna hit me because his speed is faster. It was faster than mine. I started pulling over towards the right side, so that way at least he has enough room to stay in my lane, because it is a motorcycle, right? So it had the chance and the opportunity to still stay in my lane, but then come, as he's going around to pass me. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. He lost control of staying in the same lane. He swerved into the oncoming traffic and went head-on collision with another motorcycle. The other motorcycle had a husband and wife. The wife was in the back. Like I said, his whole life flashed in front of my eyes. It was crazy. I've seen so many deaths in my life, but nothing like that. My kids saw it too, which did not make it easy for me. Those are the times when I wish my kids are asleep in the car so they don't have to see crazy things like that. Next thing you know, his helmet is flying over my car. Literally flying. I'm telling you, I don't know how fast his speed was, but it was fast. Helmet flew over my car. The couple fell. They flew off their bike. Their bike skidded onto the road. The one guy that was hauling ass caused the accident. His bike went off the road, so he didn't have his helmet on when he hit the ground. He landed on his back and he bounced up and then fell back down again. The impact was so hard, I believe he died immediately. So we pulled over right away. We're trying to call 911. There's no cell phone service. We pulled over right away. My kids stayed in the car. My husband and I ran to see what we could do to help these people. The husband had a broken arm. Bone was popping out of his skin. He was such a sweet man too. They were probably in their late 40s, early 50s. Very sweet couple. The husband was more concerned about his wife and the other guy more than he was concerned about him. We had to get a shirt from the car and wrap his arm up because his bone was literally sticking out of his arm. The wife was crying. She was in pain, but she wasn't hysterical. She was trying to stay calm. I felt really bad. I held her hand for the longest time and I was talking to her. She told me she thought she was gonna die. She wanted me to contact her family and say the last words to them, and I said, that's nonsense. I'm not gonna let you die. She had a broken pelvis, multiple broken ribs, a broken leg, badly injured arm. As we're checking on everybody, we looked at this car that was coming, this truck with a couple of guys in there. We're driving up on that same road. We flagged them down, we stopped them, and we said, there's been a really bad motorcycle accident. There are 3 injuries. One that was behind us, he died. We said, you guys need to turn around and go back all the way down to where there's cell service, and you guys need to call 911. And they did. As my husband is aiding to this woman and this man, the husband and wife, I go over to the other guy, and I start immediately doing CPR because he wasn't moving. His eyes were wide open. Never forget the look on his face. It was like he was staring into space. Like I said, I've seen dead bodies before, but nothing like this. So he wasn't moving and he wasn't breathing. So immediately I started doing CPR and chest compressions to bring him back to life. Crazy part was every time I would do the chest compression, my hand would sink into his chest. All the bones in his body were broke. And I didn't care, I just wanted to bring him back. I wanted to bring him back so bad. For a second I heard his spirit. When he died, his spirit came out. For a second I heard, bring me back, bring me back, bring me back. And at that moment when that happened, I didn't realize he was already gone. He already crossed over. I didn't realize that because my whole concentration was, and out loud I said, I'm gonna bring you back. Don't worry about it, you're coming back. Then another car came. This older white man came out. Very, very nice gentleman, ran towards me and started assisting me in the CPR. I did CPR for almost 45 minutes nonstop. I didn't know how exhausted I was afterwards. I was emotionally and mentally drained. A small fire truck came, cops came. More and more people started coming to the scene and we didn't even realize or notice them until after. But for some reason, we ended up being all over the freaking news online and the actual news too. They said my name, I did CPR, my husband assisted, we were helping the couple and everybody else. Head-on collision, motorcycle collision, 1 dead and 2 were airlifted. When we were there, they called the helicopter. The couple were so nice. They said, they gave us a business card. They said that they own a restaurant and a bar. They were so thankful for us staying there and helping them and keeping the wife calm, because she literally told me multiple times she thought she was gonna die. The wife said, the husband too, he gave us a business card of their restaurant and said, you guys feel free to come in here anytime you want for food and drinks. For the rest of your life, it's on us. You don't have to pay nothing, it's on us. We owe you our lives. We thanked them, of course, but you know, I said, no, you don't. You don't owe anything to us. It's a human thing to do when somebody gets into an accident. You stop and you help them. I want you guys to be very careful when you're driving. Life isn't a joke. In a split second, you can die. But anyways, I love you guys. Let me know what you think. Please click that like button. Please subscribe. I need you guys to share my videos. Join to become a member, because there's a lot more cool videos that we're gonna do, including investigations and live streams. I decided I'm gonna start doing a lot of live streams with you guys, so we could sit here like this one-on-one and hang out and chit chat. And if you guys want me to do that, let me know in the comment. I gotta get going, you guys. Thank you so much for your love and support, and I'll see you next time. Take care.